nearly 36 New Yorkers were questioned Monday about what they knew about the federal sex trafficking case against Sean Diddy Combs as jury selection got underway in a Manhattan courtroom. Prospective jurors were also shown a list of more than 100 places and people whose names may come up at trial and were asked whether they knew any of the people and whether it would affect their ability to be impartial. The list included celebrities such as Michael B. Jordan, Mike Myers, and Kanye West, none of whom are implicated in the case. The names of women who have filed civil lawsuits against Combs also appeared on the list, including his former girlfriend Cassandra Ventura, whose suit paved the way for the sex trafficking and racketeering charges, and Dawn Richard, a member of two now-defunct musical groups Combs had formed. Richard alleged in a suit filed last year that he had groped and threatened her, and that she had witnessed him assaulting Ventura. Combs has denied her allegations, and her suit is pending. The attorneys did not provide an explanation for the list, and representatives for Jordan, Myers, and West did not immediately return requests for comment. Also Monday, Assistant U.S. Attorney Maureen Comey said prosecutors have had trouble getting in touch with the attorney for a woman identified only as Victim 3 in the indictment against Combs, and that they were unsure whether she would show up to court even if they tried to enforce a subpoena. 12 jurors will ultimately decide whether Combs used his power and influence to sexually exploit women for more than 2 decades, as federal prosecutors allege in the 5-count indictment. Sporting a goatee, Combs, who has been detained at a federal prison in Brooklyn since his September 2024 arrest. Dr. Ely Owen, a clinical psychiatrist, can testify as an expert for the defense about drugs Combs may have taken and their combined effects. Subramanian said Owen could also testify about blackouts and other episodes in which Combs may have been intoxicated. At the heart of the government's case are allegations that Combs forced women, including his former girlfriend Ventura, to participate in drug-fueled sexual encounters with male sex workers that Combs directed and filmed and called freak-offs. Ventura made in a 2023 civil lawsuit that she and Combs settled within a day without him admitting any wrongdoing. The public first learned about the alleged sexual encounters from her lawsuit, which alleged Combs had abused her for years. Combs has vehemently denied the allegations, and his attorneys have said the sex was consensual. But prosecutors say those encounters amounted to sex trafficking and allege Combs kept recordings of the encounters and silenced victims through blackmail and violence. A source familiar with the case told NBC News that Mark Garagos will help throughout the trial in an unofficial role and will advise Combs' legal team with picking the jury.